Change your heart, change your life, change the planet.
When we have a commitment to do something, get out, go biking, go running, eat a certain food, whatever, and we don't immediately engage in that activity, we have the idea, and then there's a gap between having the idea and actually going to do it. And the longer that gap is, we can tend to beat ourselves up and say, oh, I'm weak, I don't have discipline, I don't have willpower, I'm not doing this. And then we remember, oh, I can engage in these baby steps. I can take these little tiny steps and step myself towards the door. And eventually, 2 hours later, I'm on the bike or I'm out running. And we're like, okay, I got myself running, but look how challenged I am. It took me 2 hours to do so. So, yeah, I got running, but most people can just get themselves out there and do it immediately. And here I am. It takes 2 hours to do it. And the perspective shift that I really want you to consider is this: that number one, not only did the little steps work, but you were diligent, you were persistent for 2 hours taking those little steps to slowly get yourself prepared and out the door and onto the bike or into whatever it was. You were persistent. That is something huge to celebrate, rather than something to look at and say, oh, everybody else can do it immediately and I can't. It takes me 2 hours, so I'm inferior. Are you kidding? If they can do it immediately, it means they don't have any challenge. There's no obstacle. You were persistent through 2 hours of obstacles and took steps through 2 hours of obstacles to get yourself into action. That's not inferior. That's incredible. That's extraordinary. That's exactly what it takes to succeed in life. That's not a failure at all. That's something that you should massively celebrate. So there's the instinctive push or desire or craving, and then there's the narrative, then there's the language, then there's the story. You can really see this clearly when you look at the difference between sitting all day at work or hanging out at home on a weekend and eating versus going out for a 10-mile run and then eating.